Hi guys, hello, good day. Welcome to this session. So for today we're going to talk about nationalism and patriotism. Nationalism and patriotism are often used interchangeably to refer to love and devotion to one's country, but they have actually distinct meanings. Um, Nationalism refers to a political ideology that prioritizes the interests of one's own country above all others. It often involves a belief in the superiority of one's own nation and a desire for independence and self-determination. Nationalism can also involve a sense of unity and shared identity among people who belong to the same nation. When we speak of patriotism, on the other hand, it is a more general term that actually refers to love and loyalty to one's country. It does not necessarily involve a belief in superiority of one's own nation or a desire for independence. Instead, patriotism is often focused on the values and ideals that a country represents, such as democracy, freedom, and justice. While both nationalism and patriotism can inspire a sense of pride and loyalty towards one's country, nationalism can sometimes lead to conflict and intolerance towards other nations. Patriotism, on the other hand, is more focused on positive values and can be a unifying. So here's what we are going to discuss for this session. Number one is we are going to define what is nationalism and, of course, what is patriotism. And, of course, we'll have to know the differences between the two. Okay. Now, now here's Now, I want you guys to watch this video on preserving the uniqueness of Filipino culture.
Naman sa matandaan isang lipunan, nagkakaroon ng sariling etnisidad. Nagkakaroon ng sariling pagkamalikhain. They become more creative on their own. Nahiwalay sa ibang kultura, kanya-kanyang diversity na yan. Ebidensya na matandang-matanda na tayo sa lupaing ito, sa archipelago ito, ay yung diversity ng culture. Praise the Lord with dance and music sa Kalinga.
Yung itim kasi sa plaan, yan ang kabuuan ng lahat. Pwede siya maging mabuti, pwede siya maging masama.
Yung isang lalaki, hindi siya pwedeng mag-asawa kung hindi siya nakapugod. Hindi kasi makikita yung pagiging lalaki kung wala kang napatay. Parang ganun yung paniniwala namin.
Ang pinakatatak ng Tausu, aside from being a warrior, di pangalay dance po. Very unique culture yun sa amin. Isa yung form of celebration. In every occasion, yun po yung ginagawa.
Problema kasi binababa natin ang katutubo kasi masyado tayo na westernized. Ang taas ang tingin natin sa anything western. Pag itinaas natin sila, pati tayo tataas. Sapagkat lahat tayo katutubo eh. Sa amin po napakahalaga na hindi po mawawala yung mga identity natin kasi yung pagiging tribo is napakahalagang sangkap sa atin na Pilipino kasi sa paglaban pa lang natin sa mga dayuhang nanakop, malaki po ang mga naging participation ng mga katutubo. Bilang kabataan na gaya namin, kinakailangan talaga i-preserve namin ang aming kultura. Kasi
Ito yung beginning namin na talaga kung sino talaga kami as a Tauso.
Our culture is our pride.
Nandito kami para maprotektahan at maipasa yung kaugalian namin.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Ibig sabihin po, sumainyo po ang kapayapaan.
Ang kulturang Pilipino ay bukal ng kagalingang pambansa at pandaigdig.
So now let's talk about patriotism. So when we talk about patriotism, it is actually the total realization of that love for the country, which is nationalism. In other words, to be patriotic, we have to be nationalistic. To uphold the value of patriotism, Filipinos should be a good and loving citizens who are constantly vigilant for the welfare of the country. Heroes nowadays are not found in the pinnacles or pedestals of power and prestige, but in ordinary deeds or of ordinary people seeking to be a good citizens in their everyday lives. Patriotism inspires a citizen to respond the call of service to his her nation and look after his or her own fellow men in need. Uh, Patriotism came from the Latin word pater, which means father. So it refers to the willingness and determination to lay down one's life for the fatherland, the constant resolve to the sacrifice of one's life and live for the preservation of our country or of the country. Now, here are the 10 ways to show patriotic pride. Number one is display our pride or display your pride. This is actually the cheapest and easiest way to show your obligation or to show your patriotism. However, bear in mind that you need to observe the proper way of showing your nationalistic pride. Second is to stay informed. Know what is going on on the country, understand the concern and issues of plaguing the society, look at the issues, especially the problems from both sides, and stay objective and find the facts needed to to needed for our country. And then third is learn about your country. So to learn the about our country, we have to learn the history, the culture, the influences of the place where you are born and living in. Don't be ignorant about the heritage and legacy of our heroes and modern social movers. Number four is we have be proud of your country. So celebrate the diversity and uniqueness of our country or of the country. And then we have to highlight the good side of the country as well. And then the fifth one is we have to keep our environment clean. So no one is going to take care and safeguard the country's resources, but of course us, no, we the people. So make it last for the succeeding generations. Next is the sixth one. We have buy local. So you have to support the local businesses and local products to better boost the local producers like farmers, fishermen, and etc. Seventh, we have pay your taxes. To contribute to the country's budget to create change and development, which shall be supported by actually paying the right amount of taxes. Okay, so and number eight is we have vote. Exercise your rights and participate in the government. Choose the leaders that could shape our country's direction and future. Now, number nine is we have to keep the government honest, as in honest. So don't tolerate corruptions and red tape. keep an eye out for any malpractice in the government and abusive government leaders and employee. And of course, lastly is we have volunteer. So get involved and advocate for worthiness or worthwhile issues. Share your time and talent for a cause that could help the country. Now, for this slide, I want you guys to watch the video I'm going to play. It's all about serving mankind in everyday life.
เขาจะได้อะไรถ้าเขาทำแบบนี้ทุกวันเขาจะได้อะไรถ้าเขาทำแบบนี้ทุกวันเขาจะไม่ได้อะไรเลยไม่ได้รวยขึ้นไม่ได้ออกทีวีเขาจะไม่ได้อะไรเลยไม่มีใครรู้จักไม่ได้รวยขึ้นไม่ได้มีชื่อเสียงที่มากขึ้นไม่ได้ออกทีวีไม่มีใครรู้จักไม่ได้มีชื่อเสียงที่มากขึ้นเพราะสิ่งที่เขาได้คือได้แค่ความรู้สึกเพราะสิ่งที่เขาได้คือได้แค่ได้เห็นความสุขได้เข้าใจได้เห็นความสุขได้ความรักได้เข้าใจได้ในสิ่งที่เงินซื้อไม่ได้ได้ความรักได้โลกที่สวยงามกว่าเดิมในสิ่งที่เงินซื้อไม่ได้ในชีวิตคุณที่สวยงามอะไรคือสิ่งที่คุณต้องการมากที่สุดในชีวิตคุณอะไรคือสิ่งที่คุณต้องการมากที่สุด
Sawadika, kapun ka. Just kidding. Alright, so that was a touching short film, no, about serving mankind in everyday life. Well, actually, serving mankind in everyday life can take in many forms. There are actually few ways you can make a difference, no, like being kind. No? Kindness costs nothing, but it can make a huge impact on people's lives. Be kind to everyone you actually meet, and whether it's a friend, a family member, or a stranger. You can also volunteer. No, there are many ways you can actually volunteer. You can use your time to help others, whether it's at a local soap kitchen, a shelter, or a community center. You can find an organization there that aligns with your values and interests, and see how you can actually contribute. Then you can also donate. Now, if you have extra resources, consider donating to a cause or organization that is making positive impact in your community or in the world. You can also listen. No? Listen, or sometimes people just need someone to listen to them. be there for your friends, your family, and coworkers when they need someone to talk to. And then another one is as simple as being empathetic. No, practice empathy. Try to put yourself in the others or in the other people's shoes and see things from their perspective. This can help you be more understanding and compassionate towards others. And next is you can be environmentally conscious. No, taking steps to reduce your impact on the environment can help improve the lives of the people around the world, especially those who are most affected by climate change. And most importantly is, of course, you have to educate yourself. That's why we educate ourselves. No, we attend to classes. We enroll to the university or the college because we want to stay informed about social, political, and environmental issues and share what you learn with others. By educating yourself and others, you can help create a more informed and engaged society. So remember, guys, even small actions can have a big impact. By serving mankind in everyday life, you can actually make a difference in the world around you. All right, so that was it. So I'm actually excited for the assessment, for the formative assessment that we are going to do for this week. Now, yeah, for this, I want you guys to do a role-playing activity. So what you will do is you will have to group yourselves into up to 5 members at most, no? And then create a 5-minute campaign video similar to the video uh, that you have just shown previously on serving mankind. Incorporate at least 2 modern ways to express nationalism and 2 other ways to show patriotic pride as discussed in the lecture in your video. So after that, you're going to upload the video in OneDrive and submit the link in the designated submission folder on Blackboard on or before the set deadline. So be creative and be passionate of upon creating this video. Okay, then learn from today's discussion. So that is it. Thank you and have a great day.